Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, I'm at the CALNEVA Resort right here on state line, Nevada-California border. Now, directly behind me, the CALNEVA was owned at one point after it burned down by Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sam Giancana. You know who he is, he's a mobster. He's a bad guy. But also the fascinating thing about this was the place that Marilyn Monroe, I think it was 1962, stayed at right before she died in California. So she supposedly overdosed here. She had supposedly flings with Robert Kennedy, JFK, and others too. But this was the hotel. Let me show you what I can kind of see right now. And then we're gonna go see some other stuff today. It's gonna be fun. From CALNEVA and Lake Tahoe. We're right here on the lake. And as you can see, they're doing quite a bit of construction. It's still gonna be called the CALNEVA. But the Marilyn Monroe suite where she was, they're going to be bulldozing those, or if they haven't already, and I think they might have actually been right here, and there's going to be, I think they're on the other side though, there's swimming pools are going to be put in there. When Sam Giancana got blacklisted from all the casinos and Frank was still owner of this place, they said, Frank, you got to give up. He owned 50%, I believe. You have to give up your ownership here. And he said, all right, I will. And he sold it to Jack Warner of Warner Studios. So pretty cool to be out here. I'm just real sad I'm a little bit late to ever visit this place. Driving back around the lake to our destination, I saw this place not too far from the CALNEVA, yeah, the A-frame building over there. Looks like it's being preserved for them to do something, but yeah, we're over here by Lakeshore and Crystal Bay. Just wanted to share this real quick. We're making our way. I thought I'd just stop, and they have a little scenic part where you can, an overview of the lake. Dang, it's so clear. That is so nice. We were just out there, so the CALNEVA's over on that side, on that corner. That's where they're doing all the construction. It's about 65. Perfect weather today. Beautiful. So we just went through Cave Rock right there. That's a little thoroughfare. I just wanted to pull over because I saw the boat landing and they weren't charging right now, but we have we got about an hour before we have to get going. I was just reading that this lake at its deepest is about 1,695 feet deep, and there's enough water, 75 trillion gallons in Lake Tahoe. That's enough water for everyone in the US to have 75 gallons a day for 5 years. Pretty cool. Pretty impressive lake. And it never freezes. There's never freezing because, well, it's just a little too warm. All right, so now's the part of the video. I'll get out of the way. Out there, the Miss Dixie 2, the larger one with the smokestacks. That's a boat we're going to take out. We're going to go to Emerald Bay, Zephyr Cove, the castle. Just go around. They have one daytime trip a day that goes out from noon till 2. Then they have a dinner cruise and the sunset and all that stuff. But we're going to go around the lake, and I'm going to show you the lake because, well, I'm here, and if you can't get here, I've never been on the lake. I think it'll be cool. So the rest of this video, nothing but the lake. So let's get on the Miss Dixie. Got some people kayaking out there, some brave souls, but all right. They got their Miss Dixie almost ready to go. We got about 30 minutes till we get going. So right out there is where we went through earlier, that Cave Rock. And as you look over here, out in the distance, you can see the casinos.
At 12 miles wide, 22 miles long, covering an area of 193 square miles, it's the second largest alpine lake in the world. Only Lake Titicaca in South America is a larger alpine lake. In addition to its large surface area, Lake Tahoe is also remarkable for its great depth. The average depth of Lake Tahoe is about 985 feet, and the deepest spot ever measured, 1,645 feet deep. Only Great Slave Lake in British Columbia and Crater Lake.
Alright, so I made my way down to the second floor. Well, this is cool. A map inside, but I just walked into a post. You can hear the reverberation off these guys, but check that out. This thing is so smooth, like you'd have no idea that you're on this. Ah, we're turning. I feel like there was motors, but I mean, this thing just glides across the lake. So while you're on this too, it's funny because they'll cut the music and then they'll show like what they'll tell you about it. And they'll tell you like fun little facts or the history of Lake Tahoe, and wow. So we're heading into there. They'll tell you fun little facts. But like on the last one, the guy was talking, he's like, I want to tell you something really interesting. And then it just stopped. And then it was straight back to music. So it's like, oh, guess he's keeping that little tidbit to himself. I also didn't know you could creep down here to the front, which is, we're almost all the way across now, heading into the cove where all the boats are going too. Less music down here too if you want to get away from that, but perfect day. I'd say it's like mid-60s. So I made my way down to the bottom. This guy's racing us over here. Check this out. This is really awesome. I think the bottom, I know the captain told me to go to the top. He's fooling me. This guy's jamming in the cove. That looks like a lot of fun too. Oh, hello. Nice.
From this vantage point, I could describe the proportion.
So this is where this is where the Washoe Indian tribe we're at.
The level of Lake Tahoe is maintained at an average of approximately 6,220 feet. And so we have a spectacular 3,000-foot graded backdrop to this alpine bay. As those peaks rise above us, so does the bottom of the lake rise beneath us. As we enter the bay, looking over the side,
it's turning green.
change in color of the water.
Wow, that is cool.
Over 1,000-foot depths and enter the lake green waters of the bay's entrance, where for a few moments we have only 4 or 5 feet from the keel. In the valley
Bad.
between the two peaks are classic examples of glacial movement, being distinctly U-shaped rather than V-shaped valleys.
All right, so we're still going into the bay. So they were saying that through this granite too, because the road goes all the way through. Oh, there's a boat. That's where they blasted it out. There's a Castle Rock right there. That's so cool. Right there. You see it?
As we come closer to the island, you'll notice
On
a
top?
stone structure at its summit called the tea house. This tea house
castle,
was
the tea house.
constructed in conjunction with the building of Vikings Stone Castle, which you can see among the trees on the shoreline just ahead of the bow. In 1928, the wealthy California nurse, Mrs. Laura J. Allen,
It's telling the story about that tea house up there.
moving the island a total of 230 acres for reported $1 to be one of the finest examples of Scandinavian architecture.
You see the road up
in
there.
North America. On her Scandinavian
Whoa,
trip,
those people got a
Mrs.
car.
Knight
It's like
had
the
also
Disney
planned
Springs.
to purchase antique furniture for her castle. Her intent was to furnish the castle with original pieces. But the ones she most
Oh, there it
wanted
is,
were
up there. There's the
historical,
castle.
and the various Scandinavian countries would not allow them to be removed. Well, she wanted them to look the same. So Mrs. Knight had craftsmen working from photographs and sketches duplicate the articles she wanted. Their work was
That's
so
cool.
skillful that collectors today have difficulty in distinguishing them from the originals. This 30 every half hour. By the way, to the left of the castle, you'll
Where?
see a stream entering the bay. That's Eagle Creek,
Oh, right
which
over
flows
here.
down from Eagle Falls, located on the side of the mountain, just up behind the castle.
They were saying that she has a rug in there for $30,000 from how many years ago? How much would that be? There we go. So you can see the bottom. And then had her own tea room out there. Wow. And the super scary road. That is cool. Yeah, I figured they came from across the lake all the way to kayak. There's a little, the other side of this room.
Interesting personality. He's a gentleman.
Now we're starting to pick up speed. Now we're starting to really haul around here. You can see on the top here again, there's on this side now, there's a tea house. Talk about unlimited funds. And so we're going all the way back out over there. But I think we're gonna, since we got maybe 45 minutes, there's the tea house. That is so neat. She had 200 people out here working on her castle in the bay, and she also said that Charles Lindbergh was a regular guest and he'd be up here, and she actually helped fund his flights. So we just went down inside, and one thing I'll say is, like, if you get here and you do take this cruise on the Miss Dixie too, don't worry about your spot or when you get on, just because everybody gets up and moves around this whole time. You can hit every floor and check everything out, so it's kind of cool. You can go to every point of this boat, and there's always some time to stand there and get some good videos or photos. They also just told us about a story when this captain in 1870 was out here in his boat and got smashed to splinters on some rocks, and supposedly he still haunts this lake. So on stormy nights, of course, you can see the captain and his ghost on the waters. So we're super jamming now, but look at the color. This is the real emerald part. So nice. There's a boat trying to catch us too, but I highly recommend it. If you have any questions about it or what I paid or anything like that, let me know. Very peaceful, not a bad way to spend a Saturday, that's for sure. On Lake Tahoe. Well, we're coming back in out there. That's the cave that we go through on the road on Highway 50. They were saying that over here too, where it's all dug out, was supposed to be the border, but it's like a third of a mile off. But yeah, that was cool. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. So 2 hours is a bit long. I know it can jam across here, but I guess it's got to justify the price tag. Oh, and the photos, they take a photo before you get on. That's $45, but Tahoe. This bar, thanks for watching. We finished up with lunch at Chicken in a Barrel. If you're ever in South Lake Tahoe, check this place out, man. Good barbecue. Thanks for going on the lake with me today. If you have any questions, send me a message. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. So this is pretty close to heavenly. I was thinking chicken in a barrel. I wasn't thinking like surfing chicken, because it's all like really good smoked chicken. The ribs are unsauced, smoked, so good. I highly recommend the ribs if you come here. But all right, I'll see you next time.